frame other communities, militias, as the worst, and then your militias are the greatest. Such a double standard. We all have pain, all of us. Nobody does it. But when you judge me extremely, and you forget the pain that you created, you're pathetic. And you're not civil. You're not. Because you're okay when I'm hurting. Even when I'm trying to explain to you that this is painful, you're just like, oh, no. Nothing is above the law. What law? The law that hurting me? Is that what you call law? They were fighting in Lagos State. When did the government went and bomb them? It never happened. They were fighting between Nog. When did they went and bomb them? Didn't happen. But constantly we have seen it, the Nuer area being bombed, and you, pathetic, didn't say anything. As a citizen, you should speak up because the country belongs to all of us, right? As a citizen, you should question a government because that government is supposed to be representing you and me. But when you like what he's doing toward me, I guess it's not a system that belongs to all of us. You can call it Danka, you can call it a ruling system, you can call it a BUOM system, whatever that is. Because you support that it hurt others. So you are this way and I'm this way as a Nuer guy. You as a Danka guy or Danka woman, you are this way. Is that what kind of system is that? So you're preaching hate, and yet you think that I should be okay with that. It doesn't make any sense. Investigate, find out what happened. Like right now, as I just saw in a statement where they say, the government is going to go to a BUOM and investigate what happened. Why don't they go to Akoba and investigate what happened? Or go to Ayut and investigate what happened? So when the killing is happening in your area, no investigation. When it's happening in Denka area, there's investigation. What to investigate there? I mean, you know exactly what happened, right? Why don't you investigate what happened in Ayut? That was just recently. It was a week ago. But because the system that we have is not for all of us. That's why some are even investigating what happened in Malakal. And if you see the killing of those Shuluk in Malakal and the killing happening in Ayut, it's the same behaviors. People were being shot at head and chest. There's a hate there. It's not a war. That's somebody you shoot within distance. That's where you aim to the head. Or somebody you fire a squad. You shoot them in the head. So a Nuer guy is being killed the same way the Shulu guy was killed. There's hate here. Because there's a pattern of shooting. The way you shoot these people, it's the same thing. Don't you think that would be a question as well? Why all of a sudden this specific target is shooting people in the head? What is it about head? It's because somebody's looking at you like this and you just shot them within less than 20 feet away. That's why all the shots are the same thing. I'm not saying it's the same shooter, but the same person who shot in Ayut and the person who shot in Malakal have the same behavior or share the same behaviors. Where they get their victim into close distance and then shoot them or fire squad them. Yeah, you loot them, they loot you. Those are normal things. They're not new things. The looting, the cow looting is something we had before we even have a country. So you just get lost. Don't try to bring it here and try to convince me with it. I know that myself, that the cow looting is something that we have within ourselves for many, many years. It has nothing to do with key government, absolutely not. So don't try to bring it into an argument. Oh, when is the Nuer going to stop looting? When are you going to stop looting? Those of Twitch and Mayam, they loot each other all the time. Until this day, they loot each other. They go and grab. They loot the Mayam cow. They go sell them in Twitch, and then they loot the Twitch cow and then go sell them in Ladder. That's what looting is. That's outlaw. Do you understand the word outlaw? That's not law. So that's why you just loot back and forth among each others. Or those of Nyong and Lake State, they loot each other's. Or those of Morley and Boer, they loot each other's. Those are normal. And it's been there before we even have a country. So get out of here with your nonsense. All right? Don't just frame the Nuer as the one who's looting when you are looting too. Who doesn't like cow? You like cow. So what is it? What doesn't make any sense? Somebody who like cow would not go loot cows? The only people that I know who don't loot cows are the people who never own cows. But if you see those of Murle, those of Denka, those of Nuer, they're all cows looters, all of them. And we know why they do it. Because it happened to be part of their they're married with it. That's why they loot each other's cow. You loot from Nuer, you go get married in Denka. You loot from Denka, you go get married in Nuer. That's how they do it. So get out of here with your nonsense argument. All right? Yeah, whatever, man. You see, you people who err in their opinion, you threat them. Who give you a right to threat other people, if not because of you ignorant person? I should not, like me, I should not threat you. I should not be threatening you. I should not, because you happen to be a citizen just like I am. Why would I threat you? But the same crime that you're committing, you blame the Nuer for it, and then when you get blamed for it, you say, "Oh no, that's not me." Get out of here, man. I mean, even when we were a kid, our cows in Ladder were stolen, and then I think they're quite sure those are normal things. Even in the 70s, I experienced that myself. Where we took cattle and then somehow we lost some of them. Where did they go? Nobody knows. And the Nuer, they don't loot each other when it comes to cows. But the Denka will loot Nuer, the Nuer will loot Denka cows. That's true. All right? So don't try to come here and just say it's a Nuer thing. No, it's not a Nuer thing. Morley loot, Denka loot, Nuer loot. The only Nilotic who don't loot are Shilluk. But that's because Shilluk, they don't do to cow that much. I think they're the only group among ourselves. They don't deal with cow. But those of us who deal with cow, my friend, we are all looters. So if it ended up killing a lot of life today, just accept the reality. You done it, I done it, we all done it. Okay? Today it take more life, but sad, that's what it is. So, but don't come try to frame me with it like it's my DNA. It's your DNA too. Okay? If you're Denka, you loot cows. Why do you think that some politician in South Sudan now become so wealthy with cow? Where did they get those cow from? Even the president of Uganda now becomes super wealthy with cow. Where did those cow come from? Did you ask yourself? But it's just those things those are tribal hateful things that you try to smear one community with something that you all participated in it. Like right now is why would Boer people has more cows than Law people? It doesn't make any sense. But because they loot from Law and they took them. And you all don't want to talk about it simply because they're Danka, but you don't question how did they get those cows, but yet you continue to blame the Nuer with looting cows when they're the one who are losing their cows. My late mother lost her cows, and it was something that she hated the most. Those were her survivors, and what they looted it, and then she lost them all. So don't superior other citizens. As we have right just like you have right. Don't put my right down because I'm a Nuer guy. Just like I will not put you right down because you're a Danka guy. Let's speak honestly. You cannot just call the Nuer evil when here you are, you calling somebody close to you and then you shoot them in the head. Where's the goodness here? Or you cutting a child throat? Where's the goodness here? Those are the things that we try to say. Let's move beyond those things. But some of you don't want it. You cannot put the community down. It's just, even the smallest community in South Sudan, if we continue to push them, it will get to a point where they say, you know what, enough is enough. With their number, they will retaliate. The smallest community in South Sudan will retaliate. Because you cannot keep somebody in pain and assume that it will continue to be that way. The slavery, majority of white people say they're going to maintain the slavery, but guess what? It did not work because there's a lot of black people who oppose it. Black people, not white. Black people opposed the slavery for many years until some of the white people become part of their side, and then they will overcome the entire thing to be abolished. But no, you don't want that. You think that you can keep somebody in pain. It's not going to go for too long. Even the Arab did not keep us in pain for too long. The Arab, they did not. Because we continue to suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer until we want it. And that's why we have a country today. So you cannot push somebody for too long before you start to get hurt. And if that's what you want, good luck with it. But what I'm saying is, don't start South Sudan problem in March. Go back, maybe, let's just say February 1st, and then come up. February 1st, see what happened, what region, who was the victim and why. And then that's accountability. Accountability does not start with yours, it starts with mine too. That's what you say, you're holding people accountable. Right? That's what I call accountability. At least, do I need to say accountability in Danko or Nuer to be understood? I think I'm okay with accountability. So accountability is start judging you, me, everybody. Okay? Don't just come and judge me and call that accountability. That would be unfairness. So let's be fair, all right? Let's be fair and acknowledge that we are all grieving. But your grievances is not higher than mine, nor is my grievance is higher than yours. Then if you come to that sense, then you and I, we have a common goal. All right? Thank you very much. I will leave it here. And sorry for those who may send in requests. I did not have intention to add any contributor. It's something just bothered me a little bit, and I thought I wanted to respond in my own way and how I see it. Again, I have no tribalism. I don't hate people. I love all our community members. But I would always call ignorant people, whether they're Nuer or Denko or Shuluk. If they're ignorant, I will call them out. And if they're lying about something, I would say they're lying. And if they're telling honestly, I would say they're speaking honestly. Just like I happen to know some Ruwen guy, one of them is watching here, very civil individual. But then you have those warmongers who always try to bring hate among our communities. Like me, as guy from Ler, I don't think there's anything that would just say, let me just go to Bimnum. I think Bimnum is better than Ler. For what? I mean, if there's something that I want to do, why can't I just do it in Ler? Why running all the way down to Bimnum? But those are the hypocrisy argument that some people try to make. Your city is not better than other people's city, and other people's cities are not better than yours. The only thing that we're missing is equal right. And that's what really we all advocating for, that we need to express our view. We need to not to be questioned because of our tribal lines. Question my ability to run things, but don't question me because I'm a Nuer guy. Okay? Don't do that. And the misleading of, killing citizens, why would Mark Alquan go all the way down to Akobo to go kill innocent Nuer there? When if he really fight, if his intention were to fight Iowa, he could have started in Bantu, right? But why deploying him all the way down to Akobo? Did you ask that question? Why going all the way down to Akobo from Unity State, crossing all the line to Akobo? If the intention was to eliminate Iowa, he could have started in Bantu, right? But it's because they want to terrorize that community there. That's exactly what happened. It has nothing to do with IO. And that's why they passed IO. And even Mark had said it in his thing. And then it's like, I won't, and then I don't go learn it. Go little, they shouldn't just wear it straight. Okay? But you're hurting other community in the name of government, when in reality it's not true. Just like the people that are fighting right now, it's really the Nuer and the Shuluk are fighting the Nuer. you see this thing here. So you brought the Shuluk militias and then those moron from the SSPDF that happen to be Nuer, and then they go in and fight, and then you're just like, you don't ask why. Okay, well, if I'm here, if Galwak is here, where's Mayuen? Where's Deng? Why is Abodok is here? Those are the things. You created hate, and now the hate would be the Nuer versus the Shuluk. Will continue to hate each other because they will say, the Nuers will say the Shuluk are killing us in the name of government. And then the Nuer will say, oh, the Denka is recruiting Shuluk to maintain the Denka government. And then that tribal hate continue. You see the game here? So be reasonable, man. People should not lose their life to protect something that belongs to all of us. It's not a family thing. It's our resources. It's our country. The Nuer have right. The Denka have right. The Shuluk have right. All the citizens have right. We should not have a system that marginalizes one community. And the better reason we have no peace since independence is because the government is targeting the Nuer. They started off by eliminating them from the bill farm, taking them one at a time, one off, and then just like, what is happening here? And then you keep reducing the number, the number of Nuer in military. And you're just like, why would you do that? What is happening here? And I think that's the thing that people did not ask themselves. If these people are going to take all the Nuer out of the military, what's going on here? Something is cooking, right? Those of Remoche should ask themselves this question, or those of Tabandengai. The sooner Matipnia die, and then these people, they start losing them. And one thing people don't understand too is when Matip left Khartoum, did you know that Matip took a lot of Denka and Chuluk and Nuer with him to Juba? And then he said this guy would have to be interrogated into the military. They were not all Nuer. The people who Matip brought them from Khartoum to Juba, they're not all Nuer. But a pathetic person will tell me, yes, they are Nuer. All of them, they're Nuer. But no, they're not. They're Shuluk, they're Denka, they are other communities. They took advantage of Matip power so they can be interrogated into the military. And they did. So some Denka and Chuluk should come out sometime and say, you know what, thank you to Paulina Matip because he accepted me to be part of his armed forces and was interrogated into military. That's what happened. But some people will never admit it. They were like, oh, no. Matip brought all the Nuer militias of Matipnian. They're all Nuer. That's pathetic, because you're a dishonest person. And Matthew was really, he was a genuine guy. But the sooner he left, they took all of those Nuer one by one, one by one, one by one. The 80% probably dropped to 50 something within just short period of time. And of course, when the military dismiss you, you cannot say anything. You just walk away. There's no question there. And then back then, of course, people will still have the sense of we have a country. So they were taking things politely, not knowing that this thing could be maybe building up something that is going to be really bad. And it sure was. The country is bad. Very, very bad. And, you know, when you see those politicians talking arrogantly, McQuaid or Honorable, what's his name, Abiel Alair, or what's his name, the other board guy, you know, when you see those people talking like that, you will be concerned as a citizen, just like Jesus. Why are you talking like this? You know, as somebody from a higher public office, you were talking so badly where you just completely take side and don't want this side. This side, all go. This side is good. This one is not. You will not have a peace in that nation. But I guess it is what it is, man. So let's start the count from February, and we probably can end somewhere in March. But if you want to continue from March, that's fine, because obviously we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But it's start the accountability, where you see my pain versus your pain, and then ask yourself question. Kwal Manyang, thank you very much, Kwal Manyang. Yeah, Kwal Manyang was so arrogant, and he's an advisor to. If Tutka was saying the thing that Kwal Manyang is saying, he would be gone a long time ago. You know, or anybody is saying the thing that Michael McQuaid is saying, he would be gone a long time ago. But those are the masterminded of our problem in South Sudan. Those are McQuaid, those are Kwal Manyang. They are the problem. And Kid is not even one of them. Kid has that tribal heart within him. But those of Kwal Manyang and McQuaid is pure hate. Pure hate. And you can tell by the statement. When they talk, you can tell that this is superiority. You know, that's you're talking superiorly, like talking down others. And if you're a genuine person and you happen to be a citizen, you should question those things, right? Why are these things happening? So, anyways, I'm done here. Baba loy nati ala gari ruwen kan nyeri ruwen man ruwen be that jana la nyaka rajin teke yeah it's lela go na unique en ka man be that ka man to evil spirit here la one ne you know here la me la ka bible no me ya jona na baga dador and then here we die dorangar and then you man gara we for ja da ya nange ko je go be garliu but man nye ruwen kanete take a tiel mo beyond tiel mo extreme yani a tiel de wona ne tamenga dor kareo just no ko tira mi dur jere mo yen ta take ye video ne kete ala ran wala ka bi ndi ki go go ko kama ku ko ye maruwen ti gon cha tange kwa ne nori tukula nori ma yomba ka chen ka ti ka mo ti kare and yeah, right, I got to know Dunina, to know Dunina Wang, and I can't be on the Najan, I am a Yamanakan. Kajira, I know Roika to Gramadong. I buy you quick. Man, you don't take young gum, you. Come a kitty cam got you when he to ding. It quit on my so. Come here, Jim, and go on the other con right to know more pure. Here I name and a kuluku. And all ramen ya jam kiede menge de lo ngi ni cho ni ken but ka chai ju na kan tu no ran kwa do ngai ni ken cha ngai re ja ni ken an ngai ke jena re no ko wa ngai no to ka na nya no cha chang mo go ji ken ka pen thiu ba cha la ba yo por ka e yo bulu lo ka jang e yo ji ken lo ka jang e ngani lo ka jang ka ka dir me da ke ko kwen yen ke yani bi chiang nun kulu be jie nen chiang chi be jie ka nuor mo jie ne ko ko na ko ni kuran nen tu janin kuran ngai na ko ne dul gor ka no mo ni ku ka ja kamil chiang re ja ni ne ba chiang no ba che gor ka ja no wan ling da ne je ka sha we but me te nyiri me na roin tu pege ka mo chi ka wo kam ni bo mo chi ka wo kam ni la wo te do no ne yi te do ja ni na ka kam ni an jang ruwen chi ka do ja ni ta ka kel ga nori ka mo wi jo ram me bang chiang ji ya de ta kel bu go ram chiang yi go ma yen ta chiang no but ye di da pa yi kana ai kang en go je no ka mo ya dam ne ka mo dab ne ka try ne je kan go yi wo a ka ga ren dan ne diel but until me de kwande bet ke je kan go boro ne I think yi we don't coin I don't get it ko de ran lo kan lo jio ka me da kan ne ka tu ha kan ne je ne xiang Jesus an ko me ko en karam ka nyeri ma de lo je ja do wo nya me ne be na ni like for real do wo bang na ni ko it's a jio like more extreme. I know, Dominic, but the question is, where did you learn Nuer? Where did you learn Nuer? If you don't get along with these Nuer people, where did you learn it? That's my question. Things were good then, and then all of a sudden things become bad. I'm wondering what happened. Because you cannot speak Nuer fluently and then say Nuer hate Denka. Unless you're not Denka. Or those of Duke Padiet. Those of Duke Padiet, they speak Nuer like perfect. Where did they learn that? The Nuer went to Duke and teach them how to speak Nuer? Absolutely not. Ibn Laden Majur was fluent in Nuer. I was so surprised when I heard this guy's voice talking in Nuer. I was like, wow, this guy can speak Nuer like really good. So the question is, like me, where would I learn English or even have the American accent if I don't live with white people? I wouldn't have it, right? The same things. And that's why, BUOM Nuer was my colleague in the school. And this guy who was the head of education in Unity State, whether you're Nuer or Denka, he's the guy you go to. And he's from Ruwen. Nobody hated him. I was even happy. I even sent him a message when he was elected there. I was like, hey, congratulations, man. I thought we were still colleagues and friends and the old days is still there. But the old days is gone. They forget about it. They see me as a Nuer guy now rather than a classmate. That's evil, because your colleague would always be your colleague. You cannot just wipe it out. But it's just this hate. So nyiri ruwen alo ni e kanangwa. Pel to de nan ka tieli ni nan de ke we e kanangwa. Ko ti lat ka kan here to do lat a manigan. Yon bezat you sometimes nem man what I do kan yen manigan for yala be acquainted to the extremists. Call you a mother. Titini ba we ka run ka gad kun. So you have to watch me laddie. But here, many must maybe when a winner, I got here and don't knock it. Imagine she like him going here. Go no be new got to live, could be got to tell. I can't hear no. Man, here you gotta know my got to know. And that's why I like joke and yet, Kiela me did the palais. A yen money got a rana right a jol mala. But she got name to go there, quick, Bulu go on a guard, cook a guard kin. She took young one letting you away. Hello, Chiang, when she young go. Your video, you can't tell a lot of can walk and upon. Cut a jalo. Surely, I say, don't like you, not going to joke chat, okay, what way? jog mu ci roj bi no chat ke je ke bi no ko la jog just na ka tiele en bas. So anyways, I have no hate, not even to people of Ruang, till Ramatiela, but Chianjia Chagua. Kama Kuran Mishimojan. Shama Bamar. Okay? You correct control, Benti and Teddy. And Gary Bulina Canaro, Kaila Gary Ruang, Michigan Yin, Chagade for Gary Ruang, Mila Walker, Mafi. But it in can Maninakan, can all show to a moigo. Koyang, we want to go to you call a door, and then by the person one year I'm take a door, and then be a room. Ko Queen Mamma Beck a bed or Bokwal, Michi Thorpe, a queer qualan took a dong, Shabana. I keep a qualan of Bebo qual and then over. But when we get each other a quill and then be a number. Those are the things happen. She don't put it in there and you quill. You don't. Because you can be a victim of it. But me ye palo banyan kati quality of a qual and then be thorping and then become. So quill me chore che bay long joy. Okay. Qual now then come qual now here one and attack a tail and run. Charan tea. Che apple and again can win it. Then about black qual come a young bow cocker who go wara could tell him a larcamo. Baka qual wara bag of cocker young. Got to Ramora Jordan. Ko Gioni and then they're benefiting from it. Condor me a qual by young cocker, you pay my you call by come you be Lojo Iso. A room be on your loqualino. That's what quit is all about. Okay, a local narrowing. And then she turned out him way. La qualaka, you told you, well, and that you call a mic. Okay, you call a mic and then she first and then we, yeah, my way. Can't I first one of us be beyond you? So to Tony got that to Child Devil Queen 1 in 9 yet a more doing what and she don't know. No con Gary Bentia, Chacorodala Qualco, come Nico. Mark. You got in young Chagari dog, Qualacan, Kagari dog, Chagari Jagay Qualacan, Chow can call Murphy. And a bucket tune what a one con can war. Chaco go and qual come Nico, but Qualco, Janica, Qualco, Jan, con number odia. So being young qual leg state and then bow qual leg state and then be the ben bad to ya lyric about when you're lyric or your bow or your quit. Those are normal, including my own dad, you know. But Tatonica tell you to all. Here the Baba can win in order what you could again in worry. Absolutely not. I think on order con I don't know any young go. Karam young Jela, tell no be your a barangay door. Con would Hanakia Mudungalo. Mila one and a civility, Tanakia. But Kenning Kawulanga now, Mataka Majimi to a Lana right away. Chana Nape. That's the only difference. Mila one and every run pelle, tell you. Ladin code right away. Can't no career. Cocon Monano back on Yan Edicom. My she tell it with it. Don't know Palo and I got a quick or quote, that I go to Balajan. Ah, no. But Chanaga got a enter. Much young cana, young Chagua. Much young Yain Ramadan, young Ramadan, Kajin or young, and then Barada Marco, where your chammy, Ramo. No Koran. Mila wa do we woni do ai ne de tori yi do ba we ngu ka ngu shi galari ba gwa ngu na straight up kan he jo ko mo ka don ba yo yor ne je ni je but ka ta da no ko nori la land ngani fair equally na jin ma jin gar mo to ka shi wur mo dir ko bi gar mo to jen ba wundi ror bi a nyen wala ka jin mar engine Tadana no more. We like things back a little fairly. Nay to Jitori, you okay, yeah, but where baby guangu now. It's straight up. So to Tony can change no at all. And then China government no Kuma, no, okay, Kuma, okay, Kuma young now. She go. Chao not gonna worry, Kuma young now, Chao not gonna worry. I chang around for you, no young and I shall no more could. Couple of okay, young, okay, Murphy. Mundan war, Mudong, young and worry. Chao not. Okay, so now they must show more tell one of my here on and worry living idea. No, we just put it, we know. That's it. And then he would your image of Jacob, but very popular, isn't it? Cut him much now, Kuya, you got a moo, I mean, idea can kill. Any rat, a gin chor, a gin doing, a gin gory, kid got it, doesn't matter, you're paying. She been you right, yes, I'll be all right. You could be nickel. Engine town wouldn't know town mon per rocket now. He ought to be yellow time nanny. But you would tell my nanny, child more. Absolutely not be to war and tell him be to war. And yet, upon the way here, Lord, immature, quick, I to come, God, what you come, quicker late. Just not can that simple thing, but here don't go. It's just that simple logic understanding. And yet, you're not immature. Here, God. Alone, what Charlie, I'm not. Go ahead, I'm better than you. I take a and then, I know, no 6 months, get a team one week. What? I don't what you around, Dory. It just got it. Dory, what a child couldn't go, man. Hello. No, we now quiet, bente, dying, law. By your attitude, we take what. And that's what happened. Contanica bet is civility in a way, in Contanica part among ourselves. Downing on Shannon na young. Young Kemala be Roger Road and then was a 4 doors, and I think young. Let him like him young. Tim Kidding. We hear them, Motot, Kyoto Ramba, we hear young around. It's straight up. Could be a lot of which marriageable. But I ain't down in the more. And then getting on system governments, which is a gift. And Obama fairly, and who they getting? Absolutely not. But y'all not gonna anything genuine. You know? Chana you want Chana no. About any line, y'all be young doing that. Okay. And a time ago, he get, doing one equally. The same thing, Mila, Tony got con, she got more than loud, we more go, I'm a barrel in the garden, don't call out, okay, come, why tell me about no money, but here, no, can't hear, but we got to make with you, young and they go a one, hello, garden down. And no money, channel, go, big garden, but I'll go, but a garment will, a young jacket, but a garment with young go. Channel, no wound or royal. I know. More business I come back, move by my baseball. I can out of you be useful. Hello, you could not and be can care. More will you go to Tonkin. That's it. But can build a care. That's a beautiful way of dividing things. Okay. Oh, really? Well, that's too bad. So that's what you call Dunning Wani. She not young. Okay, and I like that. No, I like that system. Chara and they young ho young. Kayara and they muikamudi ko Nuer. Absolutely not. Me la un kwor ke student community kan Nuer me hinga go over young mafi. No Kwarkin, but they know it. Alo Raya la Raya Kake, Kwar Nuer, Kwar Jani, they know it. And the other money, Kwar Zandi money, Kwar Nika. Raya Kaka Nam Bakalial equally. Kamata Karamu and a Muslim community the entire time with the Bejo Asmat, really, Namenchago. And then Kondam Boro and Korada Kondia. Teramuku game Karamo, Kaku dispute Karamo, Kwango respect her as the head of South Sudanese community. Can't be pocket respect, but as community in Tintani. So Kondam Boro the Alien Korada. Chanwari Charmi Chapon or Dilawa York as my market, Humuling or an Lara Garchago, although Chandian and here. I never did. May we Raya openly. Concern me, Changyo Gurbe la Run by Shara on a coin, Beong I will may lush. Here mo cafe bereje. Ne was my Ninura, Mala Laleke, Lura, and then when I took on bar shop. And a canyon Johnny will take a latter, and then when I took on back and invite. Sakoroding can't tell Kulu, we working smoothly. A native Benoco ambassador was one of those guys, Kepenkawa community. We have a very good community that is just running smoothly. We don't have any tribal issues. But that's because I don't take side. I speak to them openly as a brother, as also as their leaders. So I respect them equally. And that's what we want. We want a country that will favor the Nuer, will favor the Denka, will favor the Azandi, will favor the Shuluk, will favor the Maban, will favor all of us. And should see my life as important as other people's life. That's the system that we want. We have educated people who can run it. Why can't we go for election? We used to go for election back in the day when we don't even have a country. We go elect somebody that we like, we do it. So why can we do it today? We could do that. All right. So thank you very much. I'm going to end my thing here. Sorry, I added some more jokes in there, but I'm not a miserable person. I am a happy person, and I respect people equally. But when I see something wrong, I speak up. That's just me. I don't sugarcoat things. I don't. Even within us as the Nuer people, if I see somebody saying something that doesn't add up, I will call him up and say, hey, don't do that. Or this is not good, or not right. In a very civil way, not in an ignorant way where I'm just trying to come in and just hammer them. No. But yeah, so that's just me, and we are very democratic people. We really are. Yeah. But they will try to frame you that you're a hate person. Like me. Like people, even my friend, they say that I'm a tribal minded person. I was like, how? What did I do to make me extreme that I hated you? Because I don't have any bad feeling for you. But they'll frame me that I'm a tribalist person just simply because I disagree with an opinion. Just because we disagree, it doesn't mean that I hate you. No. Or because I thought your idea was wrong, it doesn't mean that I hate you. But when I say it, people will go in and see me as a Nuer guy rather than a citizen who happen to have a concern. Those are the problem. They see my problem as a Nuer problem rather than say, he's a citizen and he may be right or concerned over something. They don't see it that way, especially the tribal-minded person. So they will frame you that you're a tribal person when they are the one who's supporting hatred among communities. Stay blessed, and let's hope for the best. Thank you.